Hey, welcome to Dad Space. This is Dave. It's a little different music this time around. Yeah, a little different. What are we doing? Well, this is National Podcast Post Month. What does that mean to you? It means to you that you're going to get 30 episodes in 30 days. 30, I know, right? And the idea is that as podcasters, we're going to create episodes in support of National Podcast Post Month. They call it hashtag #NaPodPomo for those at home that are keeping score. But the idea is that we just create content for you daily in the month of November. So we are focusing on some great people that have been past guests on the show and friends of the show, answering questions about dads and giving you some feedback. And then also adding in some of the books that I found and resources I found as a fellow dad that could help you possibly on your journey as a dad. So that's kind of what we're focusing on this month, and I'm excited to share this with you. It's going to be a great month, and today's episode is part of that. I'm excited to share with you a new resource, possibly new to you, and tell you my thoughts about it here on Dad Space. Glad to be with you. The other big part of November, which I'm excited to also bring forward for those that are unaware, is we call it also Movember. What is Movember? It's when the mustache is calling. It is our time as men to unite, to take on mental health, suicide, prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and all of that is to shine a light on men's mental health and men's physical health. And we're celebrating Movember as well. Link in the show notes for you to see how you can support is to raise money and awareness for men. So on top of doing National Podcast Post Month, this month is always focused on you as well as men. We're here to support you and to let you know that there's a community around you that's wishing and searching for the best for you as men. So happy Movember, everyone, as well. Let's get into the podcast. Well, we're at the end of Movember with this episode. 30 episodes in 30 days. I hope that you found something in this the last 30 days that encouraged and inspired you as a dad, as a man in this world. Gentlemen, we need you in so many ways. We need you in this world. And as I reflect on Movember and all the stories, all the thoughts around Movember that we've kind of lived through this past 30 days here in November, just a few things to think about. Just the changing face of men's mental health. I just love how Movember has become a real global phenomenon, and that it's really helped to raise awareness and support for men's health issues. And particularly, we talk about prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and all of the mental health challenges that men face. It all started back in 2003 when 30 friends in Melbourne, Australia sparked a revolution with a simple dare to grow a mustache in 30 days. A real playful challenge that quickly evolved into a powerful campaign for men's health awareness. And today, Movember has spread over 20 countries, engaging millions of people. So to those 30 friends back in 2003, thank you for doing this. Why does Movember matter? Men's health often takes a backseat. Society and its norms discourage open discussion about health issues. And Movember helps to break these barriers down by advocating for early detection and diagnosis of male-specific cancers, effective treatments for prostate and testicular cancer, and mental health support and suicide prevention for men. How has Movember made an impact? Since its inception, Movember has funded over 1,250 men's health projects globally, raised millions for research and support, changed perceptions about men's mental health and physical health, and encouraged open dialogue and reduced stigma. So whether you this past month have grown a mustache or organized an event or spread the word about Movember or men's mental and physical health, or listen to this podcast and listen to the bumpers at the end, or gone to Movember.com. Every action contributes to improving men's health. So I'm encouraging you to join the movement of Movember. It's not just 30 days of focus on men's health. It's 365 days of focusing on men's health. And it's really the heart of Dad Space. In that, I created this podcast because when I talk to men, I see gaps. I see things where we could do better. I see things where we need to support each other. I see a lot of lonely dads, a lot of lonely men out there who simply show up, do the task, do the thing on repeat, seldom get praise, seldom get admiration, seldom get acknowledged. And I don't think it's out of spite. I don't think it's pre-planned to downvalue and devalue the men in our lives, but I just don't think it's top of mind. I just don't think it's our default setting as men to be concerned with each other and to take care of ourselves. I think we default to how we show up for others, and we do it better for others than we do for ourselves. So that's why I created Dad Space. I wanted this to be a place where it was okay for you and I to talk about the things that will help us be better dads, to be better men. And in doing so, this always makes me smile to know that the majority of the listeners of this show on Dad Space are actually female. I don't understand how all that works. But if you're listening to this, you're not a dad, you're not a man. You're listening to this and you're here. I want to honor you in making time to learn and to kind of be in the stands listening to the conversation that men have. Women, you are way better at communicating with each other. I'm a little jealous at the fact that you can talk about things with each other that men would shy away from. And it just seems to be in your DNA, and I'm jealous of that. And I think that's a goal. Men, we need to listen to each other. And we need to get past the surface level conversations that men default to. We do it at home, we do it with our kids, we do it with each other, we do it at work. We're just so surface. We're just so, right? That's why we're here at Dad Space. And to have 30 episodes in a row, focusing on you through the books, through the thoughts, through the people answering questions and giving you their advice to new dads and to dads everywhere. The many, many episodes, the 150 plus episodes in the past of Dad Space. This is meant to be a library and a resource for you to go to and go back to and re-listen to some of these stories again. Whether you're a dad struggling with autism in your home, whether you're a dad that's feeling neglected, whether you've had those thoughts that this world is better without you, whether you're struggling with your money or your relationships or your identity as a man, this whole podcast has been designed for you. And I hope that you continue to find value into the future of Dad Space. And I just want to say thank you for listening. And thank you for pressing play on this episode. Happy Movember. This is Dad Space. I'm glad you're here. happy November to you. Happy Movember. And I would love for you to share this with another dad. This podcast, this Movember, this month where we focus on dads, this is the focus on you. And we are in your corner. If you've ever felt like you're alone, if you've ever felt like you're doing this on your own and there's no one there to help you and support you, then let Dad Space be that for you this Movember. We need to stick together. We need to be there to support each other and build each other up as men. And this was an entire month focused on us being Movember. So happy Movember, everyone. Understand that you're loved, cared for, and needed in this world. And there's no one else that can be the father that you can be. There's no one else who can be the man that you can be. And we need you. Happy Movember. Thanks for listening to Dad Space. I look forward to having you back for the next daily episode here in the month of November as we celebrate Movember and National Podcast Post Month. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being a great dad. And thanks for sharing the show. Happy Movember, everybody.
It's time to rethink men's health. Because it doesn't just affect men, it affects us all. When men are well, the benefits ripple through families and communities. But when men are unwell and unsupported, we all feel it. We're all the real face of men's health. Be part of the solution with Movember.